Can't remember now.
I do.
Okay, good.
There's something to this last book.
You were going to ask a question, you never asked it.
I didn't ask the question.
Not yet.
Well,
You said, and then we go, wait, don't ask it yet.
yeah, because remember you were talking about.
Do I look like a white
lives.
girl with pearls on?
No.
Talking about past lives and how people have millions of thousands.
No,
It's
not
appropriate.
millions, no. Not even thousands.
Who draws the number?
You do.
Yeah. So like you were just saying, Zeri, it's not that somebody is dictating.
Like God or...
Right.
God just puts his stamp of approval after you say, this is what I want to experience in that nice little planet called Earth.
Yeah.
Because it seems like so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm so strong, I can do it. And God goes, really? Think you can? All right.
And where does that come along?
And then you go to your Angus person. What's he called again?
Your master teacher.
Master teacher. Sorry about that. And then you go and get their stamp of approval. Really, you go through them first, and then you go to the top dog.
And tell me, where does that quote, shit happens, comes from?
Earth.
Right. Because once you're
Humans.
in life, as they say, all bets are off.
Yeah.
So even though we have
And we
this-
get amnesia when we come in at first.
Yeah.
and that's got to be.
That I agree.
But we still have all the information within. We just don't know it.
You said pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until you get that empowerment or that enlightenment.
That's amazing because we forget our power.
Yep.
We forget how amazing we are, our
We're
inner
creators.
beauty. Yeah, all those things that we can achieve anything and that there is no buts, yets, or however.
Yeah, there's none of those. Really, except here on Earth.
Yeah.
And
It's,
so individuals just get closed down as far as pulling up their prior knowledge.
Not necessarily. It's a process. You learn it in each lifetime. Some people come in with the enlightenment already, and they're there to teach other people how to get that. You know, they never had the amnesia. They remember. And it's usually little kids until they go to school.
isn't that amazing?
Like J3, he was like all into it. He was like, he would pray to Asna every day. And then the minute he was in school, I told you guys before, he came home and go, Grandma, you lied to
They
me.
reprogram.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to get made fun of. So he just never brought it up.
They just went along with the process in school. So this is full circle with controlling minds.
Mm-hmm. And everybody thinks that we think this way on the other side. We don't. We know everything on the other side. That's why sometimes when I'm doing regressions or readings or whatever, and loved ones come in, and it's loved ones that the person does not want to speak to because they did horrific things in life, or they did, things behind their back. Some horrific and some just they don't like them, and they're like, I don't want to talk to them. But they have profound information because they know why they did what they did when they were in life. They know what they're going to be doing in life. They understand why they're confused, and they want to help. And they're going, I don't want help from that asshole, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, but they understand everything once they're there. Why they did what they did.
But they can pull the memory out of an asshole being an asshole, but maybe not other memories. Can they pull from the past? They know.
Who's they? The
the
person
the
that came in life?
individual,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And they don't want to speak to that person because they did them wrong in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But they can
But there's something profound that they have to tell you so that you can heal as to why you experienced with them that situation. Because when we came into life, we already had that written in. Just we didn't have written in how we wanted to experience it. We have this ideal, like, oh, I'm going to kick ass on this one. And then when we come in life, we're like going, oh my God.
So where do the numbers come in?
What numbers?
The numbers of past lives.
Well, we pick that before we even come in. I mean, from the beginning, we pick how many lives we would pick, what we want to learn, and then I'm sure as we go along, we might want to add more.
Tell me about the beginning.
Well,
Oh my God, that's a whole other class.
Come on.
But it's so true though, because just like
Because
what,
that makes your brain go, pfft.
Well, you can't just start from the middle.
Well, you're the one that started from the middle.
It's like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
but it, but all I was
It's heavy duty.
all I was going to say was like, how many times have you gotten how sometimes if we haven't learned it in another lifetime, and then we add another life because we want to come back in to get whatever the lesson was.
Because we didn't learn it the last time the
Yeah.
way we wanted to learn it. We learned, but maybe not to the degree that we hoped for.
So those lifetimes might add, there's more and more that come.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how we pick in the beginning the things that we want to be. And
When we became,
yeah, like for example,
we were just thoughts in mother and father's mind until that point.
Are you talking about the beginning?
Yes, you wanted to know.
Oh.
This is a crash course.
You
Yeah.
said no, and then it came about.
Well, no, it's just, it could be a whole class. But I mean, in a few
You're
minutes.
talking about complexities.
Yeah. Because yeah.
I can imagine. Tell me about people then that they had a plan to become a lost light.
No.
What happened?
that wasn't a plan. It's more of a calling.
A
And
decision. Yeah.
it's amazing because I remember that trance, Vera, where you were describing when we were still in the mind of God.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, what do you call it? It was like they were unsettled. They were not wanting to go along with God's plan.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to go out first. They didn't want to learn anything because they didn't think that they had to.
They didn't think they had lessons.
Right.
They were above it all. They're above it.
Yes. Yes.
So they're the ultimate demigod in their own mind.
Yes. But they were
Gotcha.
better than God.
Isn't that interesting? Because it's the ego there. I mean, that just like took them off. And so off that course of light. And so they actually did. I mean, when God asked us to wait before we came into flesh, they did not want to wait. So that was just this test. And they don't feel like they have anything to learn. They just want to.
Wreak havoc.
Exactly. So they wanted to come out. They wanted to
They're
experience.
jumping their own hoops to the beat of their own drum.
They just want to be rich. They just want to have everything. They'll steal, beg, borrow, kill, anything.
They want to control others instead of, have power over people instead of empowering others.
And that's lost light. Then we have gray entities and then light souls.
And
Grays are undecided.
yeah, they're like on the fence. They haven't chosen. So it's fascinating because like I thought my father I thought he was a lost light before. And Angus had told me through you that actually that he was a not misdirected light soul, but he had kind of lost his way. So at the time I heard that, because he hadn't decided yet. He was on the fence. He hadn't decided yet.
And those are usually the most challenging people to be around. Because at least with lost lights, you know exactly their agenda. They're going to be sweet to you and nice to you. And then the minute you're vulnerable, stab you right in the heart. They won't even go in the back. They'll stab you right in the heart. You know?
And it's
Where
your
gray
fault.
entities, you don't, it's sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not, but then they're nice again. And you know, it's, you just don't know with them. You're always like walking on eggshells.
These people that are in the gray, sitting on the fence, they can't sit on the fence for too long.
No. But what's too long?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It is too long. What's the length of anything?
Right. Time.
Yeah, so it was just interesting because I thought that he had already decided, but when he passed from this life, it was so interesting because Vera got this. You were having a trance, and you got this. You saw him in this line with the carrying angels that are holding all these lost light souls, and they were coming right back into life.
So he was actually being released then from his
He was captured.
dark side.
He was. Well, no, he was coming back into life because
They come right back in.
yeah, because lost lights don't have a chart per se. they just want to, like Vera said, they just want to come in and wreak havoc.
havoc.
And so they just want to, they enjoy controlling and, you know, all the things that they can gain and using people for whatever means. And just, like we said, that's their calling. They love it. So,
Chaos.
yeah, but he decided, and so he's not on the fence anymore. He's went to that side.
But they don't go to the other side when they die. They go to the left door. But that's what I thought was so interesting, because there's a left door, but why do they have all these carry-ins? That's what I didn't get to ask.
What is the left door exactly? Define
It's their other side. Well, really, Earth is their other side. So it's just a holding place for them to see where they want to go next.
Yeah. And that's
Or be next.
And that's the fascinating thing, is because God specifically created the carrying angels to, when a lost light entity passes, the carrying angel grabs them and holds them tightly. Lovingly, they don't hurt them, but they hold them so that they can't.
Security.
Right. And then they take them through the left door or right back into life, like what Vera had
I just
seen.
remember him saying, we have him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
That gave me chilly
I'll never
willies.
forget that long line that you saw.
Because I was blown away. I'm like, why would they have a long line if there's a left door? So I don't get that part, but that's what I saw.
And the holding cell?
That's the left door.
And you know what's fascinating too? My father was having dreams about it. He was
He
seeing.
had a horn coming out of his chest.
It was fascinating. No, physically.
No, really, in
not
true life.
not visualization.
And they called it a
He
horn.
manifested. It manifested, and what Vera was saying is that it was his evil coming out.
I guess.
Yeah, and so that to me was very fascinating, because you see these old drawings from the
Yes.
Bible in the old days with
Absolutely.
demons having horns. I know it sounds crazy,
We'll
but
define this horn.
I don't want to ever think about
No,
that
God,
horn. It
Chrissy
was
does. I can't even
disgusting.
see it.
It's gross. It's
Well,
coming
what
out
did-
of
what
his
did
chest.
the nurse say it was?
A horn.
A horn.
Bone?
It was a horn.
Something.
I don't know. That's what.
The nurse called it a horn.
Yeah.
And it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, fascinating. But I think that's fascinating because what you were saying made perfect sense. It's a physical manifestation of his evil.
Right.
I mean,
And when he couldn't hurt Chrissy or Mary anymore,
that's when it came out.
he was like, I have no purpose now. Mm-hmm. He wanted out because it didn't hurt them anymore, what he was doing.
Wow, your dad was actually a medical study of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. But so my point too is that towards the end, he was having these dreams and he was seeing like bugs all over and just all kinds of, it was just very disturbing. Yeah, because that, like you were saying, Vera, that veil was thinning. He was getting ready to leave.
And plus, he fought everybody. He wasn't a nice person. Like when he was in the home or whatever they call it, the care home, he was fighting people. He was hitting people.
Yeah.
Control, it sounds like.
Yeah, and he couldn't handle it.
Right.
Could not handle it.
So it's amazing because the lost light entities, I mean, God's so loving, he created these carrying angels to ultimately protect us, but they don't hurt these lost lights, right? And then for us, when we pass, when we go home, it's completely the opposite. Of course, it's the white light of the Holy Spirit and our virtue
All
angels.
these people come, yeah.
And it's like the more spiritual you are, the more virtue angels lie in your tunnel. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful concept.
Isn't it?
But like Vera said,
All your animals come.
Oh, Zeri's going to have a lot of animals.
Yeah. It's true, though.
Yeah.
They're waiting.
Can you imagine?
No.
It's going to be a crowded tunnel. But yeah.
Well, you with all the farm animals, there you go.
Yeah. My little gosling.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that little quacky?
My butterball.
Yeah, Butterball.
Yeah, I called him Butterball. He was a cute little gosling. But yeah. So there's so much that we could say about
Yeah.
the beginning. I mean, like Vera said, that's a big long class right there. Yeah.
Sun, zoom, spark.
Yeah.
I know when I first was hearing all this stuff, I'm going, where the hell am I?
When you're at the office?
Well, when I first came to a trance the very first time, I'm like, oh my God. I just thought, I'm not coming back here.
Yeah, you're still saying that.
And no, I meant I wasn't going back to the
Oh, to the
office.
office,
I was
right.
like, these people are nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I just started, you just keep thinking and thinking, and you're like, you keep
Wow.
resonating,
It
and
was like that memory. It was like it was just
You could feel
coming
it.
back to you from the lives that you've had,
yeah.
Druid life.
That's where I say the office saved my life. It really did.
Really?
Yeah, because I was just like so unhappy, and angry, and yeah, it was not good.
Yeah, I feel like
I mean, I hid it, but still.
Right.
I feel like I have a completely different life than before the philosophy and before this journey together. And I do because it's like I was always waiting for things in life or people in life to fill me up.
And you have to fill yourself up.
Yeah, and finding happiness in life, which I am happy in life, but I found myself is what I'm
Right,
trying to
right.
say. Find myself through this philosophy.
And then it was so neat because when we first met, I didn't feel anything towards you. I was so afraid. I just wanted to be in the corner and just watch, because that my gift is listening. That is my gift. Your gift is talking. It doesn't do well on a show for me, but it does me well in readings, in regressions, and that kind of stuff. Sorry. So yeah, but yeah, and then it was like this magnet.
Yes,
It was
it's
like-
amazing.
yeah,
Oops,
yeah.
sorry. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just amazing. We've had so many lives together.
Yeah.
And that's the most amazing thing is like,
Just like when we first met you. Yeah, because it was like a knowing. I already knew you. Just like with Chrissy.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just know.
I did with you.
Yes, exactly. Me
Starstruck
too.
me.
I know it was like a lightning bolt, huh?
It just was.
I know you told me about it. I know.
What the hell's wrong with you? That's what I got.
She didn't want you. She wants me.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but there's like, how did you know that day you walked over there, you saved his life? How would you know? You wouldn't.
No idea.
It was all in the plan.
I had no idea. And you know what I love is how the other side steps in to create things to happen in our chart. Like, who would have ever thought? Like the fence blew over from the storm, so that's a bad thing. It's going to cost thousands of dollars to repair. But who cares? That's nothing compared to going over to your house and meeting you and starting this journey of together of what has, you know what I mean, of what's meant to be for our chart.
Yeah.
Or what
And
we
that
can
day that I
do.
went over when you were going to give him something.
We're gonna come
Yeah.
Because I go, no, I'll just wait here.
in. No,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I would have come up.
Yeah.
Because
And
that's
Chrissy's
not-
going,
that's
no,
not-
come
that's-
on.
That's not allowed around.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have said, get in here.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like, it's your
Something
friend.
about
I didn't
your
want to
hair.
usurp,
Get your hair up. You didn't like your
Yeah,
hair.
something. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can make your hair look worse than it does right now. Treating
What do you mean?
Treating
Looks
It
bad
looks
right now. Well, it does because I just
think
have
it's
it back.
super cute. I like it pulled back.
It's hot.
I think it's darling. I love it.
So there.
Yeah. No, I agree with it. I'm not gonna always just say, yeah, right. No, it does looks good like that. And you did that on the show the other day.
I know. I didn't mean to though.
It looked great. So sometimes you back into things.
Step in shit.
Bleep.
Bleep.
You're reading my mind a while. Bleep, bleep.
But we have it not for kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We're pretending like we don't know the camera's on.
Yes.
Well, yes, that's working. You're not going to be able to process this on YouTube.
Why not?
and stuff.
Why?
You can say shit.
Can
Yeah.
You just can't get monetized.
You just can't say the R word or the D V
or
word.
the A word.
Asshole?
Oh,
Oh. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
I don't get it, but-
So as far as past lives goes, there are safety in numbers or not?
Not necessarily. It's depending on the quality of the life. some people like Diana could come in and just have one life and that's it, and it, bam.
Say, I'm out of here.
Yeah. But look at the influence she had in one life.
Princess Diana.
No, I know who
Yeah.
yeah. That's interesting.
And I
So you have
don't
the-
see her coming back in.
So you have
Wow.
the ability.
Not yet.
She did what she wanted
You're-
to do.
You have the ability. A person has the ability to put the brakes on, say, that's it, no more. You've said it yourself.
No more what?
I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But when you get on the other side, you're going, oh, how silly was I thinking?
Exactly.
I can handle it.
Yeah, because then we want to come in. There's things that, like,
Aspects that you love.
Yeah.
yeah, because Angus has said when Mother, meaning Mother God, asks if we'll do something, nobody says no. We want to come
Exactly.
in when we want to help humankind. We want
And
to
there's a
help the
lot of
planet.
people she's doing that right now. The youngsters that are coming in are very powerful.
Wow.
So you don't have the ability to, as far as people that you meet that can become an asset to you or harmful to you, you have no recourse over that, do you? That's just, or you're just gambling, aren't you?
Pretty much. But it's kind of like a controlled gamble. It's an outline. We have an outline of what we want to experience.
Well,
But we have lateral movement on how we want to experience it.
Through what, awareness?
Just how we remember, if we remember our information on the other side, or are we still have
Or your
amnesia?
intuition
Yeah.
a lot of times,
And then sometimes something bad will trigger that, that spirituality comes out.
Is intuition a form of recall?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
Isn't that interesting though? Because here we have our chart, but the lateral movement, like what Vera was just saying, if we are remembering and we're feeling empowered and we're doing good, then we might not need to learn the hard way, and we don't veer as much off over here.
Adventurous people learn the hard way.
And sometimes if we're going, no, she's okay, I'm gonna let her back in, it's I wanna be a nice person.
Forgiving.
And
And some people think that they can do that with lost lights, and it's like, good luck,
Yeah.
but
If a higher up can, then you're
but you
not
can't
reaching them.
stop them from having that feeling like I want to help everybody. It's they have to learn on their own how the situation is in each person. Yeah.
And that's the rub of our themes sometimes. For me, humanitarian and rescuer. And for Vera, you've got your themes and your healer themes, like you want to heal everybody. But it must be very frustrating sometimes when you have information that is going to heal the person if they grab onto it and
they
actually
don't.
utilize it. And then they kind of fall back or don't grab onto it. That's going to be frustrating because it could heal them.
Yeah, and that's where the tolerance. That's my main theme is tolerance
And it's interesting too because
in this life anyway.
Angus was saying that through all your lifetimes you've had the over theme of the healer. So
Pretty much,
I know
yeah.
for mine it's the humanitarian. So
Yeah.
it's the,
Well, that's what Sylvie said my themes were: tolerance and activator. So,
yeah. But through it all,
but you
you're-
pick up different themes here and there whenever you need
Yeah. But that's the thing.
that
It's like
influence.
you're still that healer, and you give people that healing through the information,
And it's
through
so
the
neat 'cause your
message.
birth chart, those ones that I did for you guys, on mine it says healer, empath. It's just interesting.
But that's how you heal people. It's
yeah.
amazing. Because I know that's what it's done for me and many people
Yeah.
that you've given information to.
Because I remember Sylvia's like, oh, empaths. Oh, come on. And I'm going, I will never be an empath. Guess what? Yeah. So,
Wow. Well, this is definitely, we could have a class.
We
could have
can.
several classes, actually.
This is perfect topic for classes.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
This is a class.
set up.
just spirituality 101.
Yeah.
There just needs to be 2 or 3 more people.
Yeah, there you go.
We should set up a schedule for some of these classes.
should.
For sure.
And people can interject their thoughts, which could be very interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe have them put comments that what classes they would like.
That's a great idea.
We could do that Saturday.
Yeah, let's do that. We could do like a poll.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good
People
one.
pick
Yeah.
and see.
We haven't done polls in a long time.
Yeah, we'll do a
So
poll.
Vera, your tolerance,
Uh-huh.
you pick and choose, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
But Sylvia said it's the toughest one.
Oh, for sure.
Having to tolerate stuff.
Or be tolerated.
But having to tolerate Earth, that's
I
hard.
know. Ugh.
I think that you would probably be more successful with an individual, say, if you're in, proximity contact and things like that. If you work with them or neighbor or something, see them often here and there, the opportunity to have little talks with them. Otherwise, then they kind of stray off the mindset because daily prayers of life and things.
Because I talked about my neighbor. Remember Karen?
Yes.
And she's not a Karen.
She's like,
She's a
Nice lady. Yeah, but she was, going to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get me to go. It's a community church. I can't even remember what kind of church is it.
I don't remember.
Evangelical
I
or something?
think it's something like that.
And so she goes, come to church with me one of these times, because her and her husband went every Sunday. And I go, okay, well, but tell me one thing. I go, do they accept gay people in your church? And she goes, oh. She goes, no.
really?
She goes, I do. She goes, but our preacher does not. And I go, well, I'm out. Sorry.
What's the difference?
I go,
I mean,
Christians
what's the
should...
reasoning of why they wouldn't? What is?
Well, it's against the Bible. But who wrote the Bible?
Right. Humankind.
Humankind, yeah. And that's where people don't get it. Because she's going, because I said that. And she goes, no. I go, man wrote the Bible. I go, maybe at the beginning it had Mother God in it, but the patriarchal society took it out. Constantine took it out. I go research the Council of Nicaea. And they rewrote the Bible all because of what he wanted.
Well, you're having individuals come in and put constraints on certain
So she looked it up.
Yeah.
And then we went to a bingo one night. And she was talking about, she goes, so do you really have psychic abilities? She goes, is that true? I go, we all do. I go, you do. We all do.
For sure.
And then so she was going, oh, I don't know if I believe it. And I had a Coke can in front of me.
Oh, this is funny.
And she was talking away, and all of a sudden it moved towards her. And there was no condensation. She was looking. Her husband was looking. I have a picture of her going. She's going like. They stopped going to church.
Did they? Oh,
Wow.
That shouldn't be a reason.
That's incredible.
Well, that is
though.
a good reason. If you don't resonate to what the preacher is saying about not everyone's included, that's BS.
I know.
How Christian is that?
Yeah.
Would Jesus
Yeah,
do that?
right.
No.
Right.
Oh, I even did that. Would Jesus do it? Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to each individual, but all I know is I'm a free bird. My mind's free.
That's it.
It's some.
If you don't include everybody, I'm out.
It's like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hate to put labels and tags
I know,
on it, like
yeah.
call gays or whatever.
Right, because that's what even Jesus said about the Samaritans. Because the Samaritans they were like enemies, not Jesus, but you know what I'm saying. The people.
Yeah.
And that's when he was talking about the Good Samaritan, and at that time, I'm sure it was controversial.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
They're even included in that time, right? Yeah.
You're a free bird.
We are free birds.
I should show my hawk.
Yeah.
I'll go get it. It's a talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
I love
It's
free
going to take me a minute to my knee.
Okay.
I'm going. Oh.
birds.
Okay.
Yeah. But isn't it fascinating though, Sarah? And like even with you had that life, the Templar life together that you really resonated to.
Yep. For sure.
That's amazing. Because it's so fascinating how we remember these lives for a reason. You know.
I try sometimes so hard to pull out memories that are, I don't know.
All right.
It's almost like when you come into each life, you're cleansed.
Little birthday gift.
That's my hawk from Chrissy. Isn't that gorgeous? My hearts are in it, my butterfly.
Your Celtic
My
moon.
Celtic moon with a Celtic knot.
Little stars.
Even the patterns and design.
I know, you're just so
Yeah.
talented.
Thank you.
I love it. I even got little crosses. It's supposed to be sparklies.
Yes.
Warrior.
Yeah, the little
She has runes in it.
there.
That's a rune right there. That's the warrior rune.
one thing that I can say I missed from the house. I had all of your canvases, and I'm not kidding you. Every day I would look at them. Sometimes I would revisit the intricacies that always amaze my mind. I can revisit them. And
Did you ever talk to them? I used to talk to Angus all the time, and Michael.
Aww.
I didn't have Asna, I just had those two.
I had that wonderful reflectors that wherever I sat in the house, there was.
And the eyes follow you.
Yeah, and that was one of the most amazing. That just all came.
It's just
together.
awesome.
Wow.
And the energy.
Like that.
The energy that you get from it. Whenever I went to your house, it was like you can feel the energy when you walk in.
And also, what also used to amaze me, I left very late at night. The house was pretty dark and everything, but there's that glow around her face. Yes. That was amazing.
Yeah, that gave me chills right now.
One mirror
It's just awesome.
One mirror to the next mirror, reflecting back and forth, and then there that hue is around her.
Yeah.
The light hue around her eye, this part right here.
Yeah, especially the canvases. Those, I mean, prints are amazing because I have those too.
The
But
canvases really come to life.
the eyes, yeah. Because it blows it up a lot,
It does.
you know.
Yes.
So if you don't have one of Chrissy's canvases, you are missing out.
There you are in a dimensional way.
Yes.
Those things like blew my
Because the
mind.
symbology, even that's all in the art.
Egyptian princess, you know that one?
Yes.
Of course.
I love that one.
I'm telling you, that one sat across from me where I worked, and there was many times where I'd stop and I'd just look over to my left, and oh gosh, the animals. Let's see. Yeah, there's just aspects, just how Egyptian princess is positioned and posed, and
And the strength.
next to her is the strength. That-
Well, you can see it in her too.
Oh yeah, for her.
Yeah.
She has that.
Yeah.
A gaze, that gaze of just self-awareness, and just like it's amazing. Yeah, I can pull out all kinds of aspects of that, even down to the always what blew my mind were the folds. The folds.
Oh,
of her
her
garments.
dresses and
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the little beads and
not just dresses. Because Angus, you don't have a dress.
That's what I love creating. I love to create a concept, and then how am I going to convey that concept?
Yeah.
Like with the Egyptian priestess, it's strength, and I love doing all the design work of the fabrics and all the beadwork, and it just feels so fulfilling.
Yeah.
To be able to bring something like
It's a meditation
Like that.
manifesting.
I think
yes.
your animal kingdom.
Oh, that was awesome.
replicate
Handreel.
are amazing. In all.
Got Laura's in there too.
Yeah, she is.
The white kitty.
Yeah, I really enjoy looking at your art, and I think that I don't know. There's so many people missing.
Yes. That's why I wish that we can get somebody to help us with the administrative stuff so she can draw and do, because there's so many angels that we haven't done yet.
Yes,
Notice I said we.
know there are, and so many other interpretations of Asna that I want to still
Yeah.
create.
The different races.
And maybe it's not appropriate in your minds for your house here, but I really miss not having your canvases up and around.
We're gonna have those
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna do.
Yes.
Why are you so slow?
Well, because we're waiting for that guy to come, but we have to
Yeah.
see where we're gonna
What
put
guy
them.
comes?
Yeah.
Who's in charge?
We already told you that.
Okay, I
There's a
forgot.
guy coming that's gonna help us hang stuff. And
No.
yes, we did tell. We told you
Well,
that.
you might have said that, but in my mind, who
Yeah,
knows?
we did.
Didn't grasp it that
Because you
day.
go, oh, good, because I don't like to mess up the walls. You said that.
I don't.
Yeah.
Put
So.
a nail hole,
Yeah,
nail
yeah,
holes
yeah.
and stuff. I have a stud finder. I don't know why I brought it. I just
No, we need one.
I know, and I looked at it. It was in the back right now. And
Oh,
I go,
cool.
What's this here for? It's for the paint or for your.
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah. So it's gonna, because this is a working house.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have like all of Chrissy's art all around and
I love it.
stuff
I'm
like
so
that.
happy.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy you love your raven.
Of course. Oh, it's a raven. I thought it was a
I
hawk.
mean, it's a hawk. I'm thinking raven in my brain.
Raven's
but yeah,
next.
no, it's a
I
hawk.
love ravens are awesome.
I know. I think
Love
so too.
ravens.
Crows and
Yeah.
ravens.
Yes, I like to talk to them.
One's smarter than the other. I think it's crows,
I
right?
think it's crows.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're smarter than the.
They have the.
But they're both intelligent.
They have the mind of a fourth grader. Is what I learned. And if they see your face, they remember it.
And they bring you gifts.
Oh,
They do. They do that.
Even the ravens do that.
yeah. I talked with one maybe 5 minutes or less, and it dropped me a gift from the light pole outside. I went and retrieved. I looked at it. It was an old rotted walnut, and I kept it forever.
Oh, that's so
And when
cool.
I moved back to California from Pennsylvania, I took it to Pennsylvania with me because it happened in Pleasanton. So I took it with me. It was a symbolic thing of fun. I loved it. It was a gift from a wild animal. And spent time with me talking back and forth from the light pole.
That's
It
so
was really
cool.
cool. I wonder what happened to it. Somebody probably, garbage.
Probably.
Yeah. So
That is amazing how smart they are and how they bring gifts like that.
they don't have to really know you either. That one was just an impromptu 5-minute conversation, and I received a gift.
Well, see how the animal kingdom
Yeah.
is? They're so kind. Kinder than we are.
It's amazing. They used to bring us stones. Remember that one time I was telling that story? They were bringing stones because Kirk was always doing the stones in the front yard, and they thought he liked stones. So
They bring you shiny stuff. They'll bring whatever.
and they would drop him there. It was so cute on the lawn.
And you guys, I think Kurt told me you guys would talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did. Yeah, he did because he was out there a lot. He would talk to him, and it was
So those
just,
people that say dumb animals, it's dumb humans.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you know? I think the main it has something to do with there's an ego not quite there that the humans have. Something about. I'm not real sure about egos being a good thing. Or
I don't think it's a good thing.
I don't think so either. Ego's a dirty word.
It's a dirty bird.
But yeah, on that hawk, I found a silhouette actually online that I took and I used that and I changed it a little bit to be like a little bit different to your hawk. And then on the inside, I created an image different images that reminded me of you. And if you see that flower that has the hearts coming out of it and the butterfly, it's symbolic also of,
I love
all
that.
the vines and everything of what you've been through and how you're able to turn it into something beautiful. And also the butterfly is a symbol of being free.
And change.
And yeah, exactly. And of course the moon in
Because
there.
I know when I saw that one big butterfly, I knew something was going to change. I knew it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We love butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butterfly is a symbol of freedom and just flattering
Yeah,
the world.
yeah.
That's the whole symbology. Excellent. I have to go to work.
Okay.
Because if I have a knock at the door and they're ready to pick up, I'll have to tell them.
Oh, yeah, you better. It's 10:43.
It's okay. No, they need to go.
Well, this was awesome.
It was. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it was fun to, share about all these different
Topics, yeah.
and there's so much more. I mean, this.
I know,
this
it
what we're talking
is.
about as far as what, beyond.
Yeah.
Well,
I have more questions.
oh, well, great.
Yes,
because there's a lot of answers happening over here.
Or at least theories at that.
Yes,
But
yes,
first,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, till the next time we share
Yes,
together.
that's
Great chat today.
Family chat.
Yes.
sing a song.
Sing a song all night long. You're supposed to help.
It goes like sing,
Sing a song
All night long.
all night long. I don't know how that tune goes.
Nice.